barricade.
She gets an award. She came all the way out here on it.
Well, so you're the only one that, you know.
She
didn't have big ass crutches and all.
She wouldn't even let me roll her.
Oh, I like it. Toughness. I like it. That's what it's going to take, some toughness. I like it. Media toughen y'all up a little bit. We'll have a good chance around here. All right. Proud of the guys. You know, and a tough finish. Good camp. We'll kind of turn the script now and kind of enter into the next phase of our preparation process that we're going through here to get them ready to play. Start back to school tomorrow, so we'll have dinner and big team meeting, kind of get them dialed in on some things that we need to cover as they transition into the next stage here and get their lives back, because we really have had control of their lives for the last over 2 weeks here. So now we got to start balancing everything, but it's good. It's good for them to get back in school. Great energy on campus. All the students coming back. I had a chance to speak to the freshmen this morning. So you know, tomorrow is just a day for them to kind of, you know, reacclimate into being a Clemson student. So it'll be a big day for us as a staff from just some planning, preparation, final thoughts, personnel type of stuff as we go into this last scrimmage on Thursday, and you know, do some season prep over the next couple days as well. But you know, proud of our guys, proud of how they've competed and pushed through. We'll as I told y'all earlier, we'll come back. So they'll have a day off tomorrow. Won't have anything, and come in here on Thursday, have a big scrimmage, and then really start, like I said, getting dialed in. Friday and Saturday be kind of some season prep type stuff, and then Monday be all Auburn prep for a couple weeks. So really looking forward to it, to be honest with you. I'm so dang tired of looking at each other. I think we're all a little kind of camp drunk right now, ready for a little shift of gears. But you know, appreciate the effort that our team has put in pushing through. Coachable bunch all the way here to the end. And you guys may or may not have heard, we had an injury with Austin Bryant yesterday. Had just a kind of a freaky thing, but really the same thing he did in high school. But he had a screw put in his, I guess, the bottom part of his toe or something this morning. So he's going to be out for, you know, a few weeks. Hopefully, you know, we'll have him back sooner than later. You know, we're hoping for the Georgia Tech game that he'll be, you know, ready to roll. But you know, we'll see. You know, pretty simple procedure as far as what they do. He actually had the same, like I said, the same exact thing on the left foot in high school. Put a screw in that spot. He's still got, you know, screw stays with you for life. So now he's got 2 screws in the same spot on both feet. So anyway, he'll be back and ready to go. In the meantime, somebody else will step up. You know, again, he had a good camp. He got a lot of good work in. So that's a positive. He didn't miss a lot of work. So he'll be ready to roll when he gets back. And then we're hopeful to get Edmund back on Monday. That's our hope with him. Really have 2 good weeks. Lost one, but hopefully getting one back.
Does that mean Wilkins might play more at the end?
Yeah, it could. Oh yeah. I mean, we'll look at all those options. I think that's always, like I said, always been kind of a factor for us. And that's why we did it this spring. We really needed to you know, have that plan ready, and we needed to get some information to find out. And we certainly, he demonstrated this spring that he could do everything we need him to do. So, you know, again, the good news is we've got that flexibility with the guys that we have inside. You know, Jabril being at the end has been a big plus for us. That's been really good. You know, he's 260. He got sick, you know, this spring, summer. He lost a little bit of weight, so it's really a better spot for him right now. I think he'll end up back inside at some point, but it's a better spot. So, but really proud of Jurgen. He's had a great camp. Cleveland's had a great camp. Chris Redisher, y'all heard me talk about many times, probably one of the most improved players on our team. And you know, and then Jabril sliding out there has been good. And that's just, again, good depth inside. So Christian has worked mostly, the first part of camp, he's worked mostly at tackle. So he'll get a lot more work at the end. And you know, if our best 4 is him at end, somebody else up, that's where we're good news is we got some time to kind of work through that. and all that. So really happy for Austin. He's, like I said, had a great camp, and you know, but the positive is, two positives. He'll be back, number one, and number two, he did get a lot of good work, so he's prepared and ready to go do what he needs to do when he gets back.
Has Richard Jurgen shown you enough that he could be an option over there?
Absolutely. Oh yeah. Jurgen is. I mean, he's just. It's amazing the development of Richard Jurgen from when he got here at about 225 or so. It's 260, and a strong grinder. You know, he's really had an excellent camp. So no, we're very confident in those guys. But when you lose Austin, you know, he was our one experienced guy that's, you know, played a lot. He's played a year. He's our big-time vet we had. You know, so at least with a guy like Christian in an opener like this, you know, the moment's not going to be too big for him, and it gives us a little bit of some veteran leadership, if you will, at that position, because we've got that inside, you know, with Carlos and Pagano and those guys, Huggy Bear and his improvement, Big Dex. Big Dex looks like a senior. You know, he's just a rookie, but you know, I think those guys will be ready to go.
You think Xavier Kelly could be ready for playing time as early as Auburn?
I don't know. I would say probably not right now. We're gonna try to get him ready. We'll see, but he's still got a little ways to do. But hopefully we don't have to have him in that moment. You know, hopefully he's the guy that we can kind of bring along at a good, healthy pace until he's ready to roll. And because he's not quite where those other guys are right now, just from a execution standpoint. You know, too many critical errors and things like that. And y'all know on defense, you don't get to punt on defense. You know, two guys screw up, and you can still punt on offense. But on defense, it's a big play. So we really worked really hard on just the mental part of it. And he's just not quite there yet. Physically, he is. I mean, he's just gifted. So hopefully, you know, everybody will stay healthy the rest of the camp and all that type of stuff, and we can kind of bring him along. But, you know, that's our plan, is to keep him ready, and then we'll see. He's one of those guys we'll make a decision on at some point.
Especially early in the season when it's hotter out, do Dan and Marion want more guys in that rotation ready to go?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that was the purpose of moving Jabril. Jabril's a good football player. You know, but it's hard to get him the reps that he needed, and really, to be honest with you, it's you know, at 260, it was kind of hard to take him out or take Dex out and put take Huggy out. So you know, we slid him out, and we've been working him for the last week, and he's done a really good job, out there. So I'm very encouraged, and that's with Jabril. That's where we were like, okay, well, we might not have to push Xavier quite as fast. But you know, we'll keep bringing all those guys.
Are guys settled into strong side or weak side at this point?
No, they can play both. They can play both. We can move those guys around. That's not there's some different skill things that go with it, but you know, we've got some flexibility there.
Really have had a pretty healthy camp. A couple things. I mean, does it kind of hurt that the injuries that you did have are in positions where you maybe needed to see more work from some guys at that end in the cornerback rotation?
Well, I mean, we've seen Austin play a lot, so I think of the guys, he's the guy that you know, we've seen the most and all that. So you know, we know what we got in him. I think had Cleveland had to miss camp or something like that, it would have been different a year. Those guys needed all the work they could get. And you know, they've been able to get that. So you know, we got a good group. We got options there, and you know, we'll be fine.
Coming out of camp, has Cleveland fulfilled the kind of goals you were very high on him in the offseason? A lot of people have been.
Yeah, from just scrimmage evaluations, you know, which is all we got. You know, we'll see how he does when the lights come on, but. I mean, everything we've asked him to do, off-season, spring game, scrimmages in the spring, summer workouts, scrimmages in the fall camp. I mean, he's been outstanding. And so every tool that we got to evaluate him with, he's exceeded in every area. It's been outstanding.
He's gotten a lot of positive talk, and this has been true of all those young guys coming off of Vic, Shaq, Kevin. Is it unfair to place those expectations on him right from the hop?
Well, I mean, it's unfair as a guy that hadn't played a snap of real football. You know, I mean, again, I don't think it's unfair from his potential. I don't think that's unfair. I think he has the potential to be a great player. That's why we recruited him. You know, we thought he was an elite prospect, and everything that we've seen has validated that. But whether or not he's going to have an elite career, well, there's a lot that has to go into that. And but I think he's on his way. You know, whether or not he'll finish like those guys finished, we'll see. But he's off to a really good start.
How's Gage been doing with his transition to the UOL?
Great.